Zelda! Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome. You may be noticing, it's just me today. uh, I attempted to get Brandon on board, a little busy. I attempted to get some friends on our little round table, but they too, I suppose, are busy and unavailable. So it's just me right now. How are you? How's it going? We just had a really awesome trailer earlier today on Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We are absolutely... Wow, Brandon's looking great. Yes, indeed. I didn't know what else. I didn't want to redo everything all over again, so I get Miru Zelda for today. But yeah, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today. It's gonna be pretty short discussion stream. I don't have really time to play any game right now because in an hour from now, the GVG crew is going to be reacting to the state of play for Final Fantasy 16. So I thought, oh, we'll just have a chat instead. We haven't had a chill chat in a little bit. We'll have to have another one once Brandon is available again. But for now, we're just going to be talking about Zelda because, oh my goodness. Brandon's looking lovely today, isn't he? But yeah, hello everyone. Hello to Shellshock, Popomatic, freaking Fozatron, Penguin, Cornflakes, the Squire, Sherman, Jaden Buck. Thank you all for joining me today. It's gonna be a chill discussion. We might jump into the actual trailer itself in part a little later on, but yeah, what did you all think of that trailer? Honestly, it's a little hard when there's 5 of us there, 5 or 6 of us, to really get any thoughts out meaningfully because there's just so much happening at once, and I don't want to like get too much clutter in our voices when we're reacting to a trailer. I know that's the whole point of a reaction trailer or a reaction stream, is to react to said trailer, but it's a little chaotic at times. Yeah, as Sherman says, really cool that it shows so much, but also there's no context. So we know that there's civilization again. It was really desolate beforehand. There was like no people to be seen except for just Link and Zelda. You know, that's it really. But now we see populations again, and you're interacting with populations. You're becoming allies with them. You're ferrying them with wagons that you build. You're fighting alongside not just like Hylians, but also the people in the tribes of like Gerudo, the Gorons, etc., and the successors to the champions, rather. That was like, goodness. There was so much in every few seconds of that trailer has so much to pick apart and analyze. It's kind of insane. Hey, we got 100 tickets highlighted from Oscar Regio saying, "Hey Daniel, oh my god, it was awesome. The trailer of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Saw it in English, Spanish, and Japanese." Goodness. I haven't really listened to the Spanish rendition very much for these characters. I mentioned Spanish Ganondorf. But yeah, this was the trailer that kind of lives up to that, the 2017 trailer for Breath of the Wild, right before release, that got everyone so excited and hyped up, and this pretty much was on par with that, I would say. Yeah, even audio, as Corin's saying, yeah, saxophone parts over the dungeon, action, composers are mixing and mastering, all goated. From that moment that you see Link falling, and then he spreads his arm out, the title of the game shows up, highlights, and then you hear the classic Zelda theme start playing, and you're just like, oh man, they are going for it. See here, I had a link somewhere. That for just a little. Yeah, I just see there's a bunch of servers on my Discord right now. There's chats, there's people on Twitter just talking about what's happening. There's so many things that raises questions about the characters we see in this trailer and the implications of what they have. Oh, that's right. But oh my goodness, there's so much to discuss in so little time. We only got a month left. I can't believe it. We're so close to this game finally coming. Mm. Oh my goodness. Sonic Sama says the only disappointment was the trailer was a lack of toilet rubies. We're never gonna escape toilet rubies, are we? Loopies in chat. Where are they? The bloopy for all you. Rehydrated Ganondorf. How about that, huh? Everyone's like, oh no, he's hot! Raphicast saying, rehydrated Ganondorf makes me feel things. My goodness. I was not even aware that we would see Ganondorf rehydrated in this one. I thought we would still see him being a spooky old skeleton. I think everyone's starting to feel things for this Ganondorf. It's pretty fantastic. See, the community is gonna go wild on this character. All over the just a moment. The official art for Ganondorf too, like wow. He's got some beef on him. My goodness. Oh, and Oscar Richo, I love these little achievements, little milestones rather. Oscar watched 3 consecutive streams this month. Sorry I couldn't appear last Tuesday. I had the weirdest issue with my internet, and we were just busy in general. But my Ethernet wasn't reading, so I have my router downstairs. So how I live. Upstairs is the actual setup that you see here. So can't reach unless I have a power line that it connects into the outlet downstairs. The Ethernet goes to that, and then upstairs is the paired outlet that connects into. Then that's where the whole complicated system of wires happens up here. Oh my goodness! Hello.
13 months. Wonder if the theory of it all leading back to Skyward Sword may be real.
Yeah, you know what? Leading back to Skyward Sword might in fact be a thing, or at least the way it kind of loops around. I have no idea what's going on with this plot. It's been insane, as far as like I'm sure we'll talk about more about that later, but just the fact that, well, since this is like the very end of said timeline where everything might converge, there's a lot of opportunities to make that happen, to make good on different Easter eggs and references from previous Zelda games, just in this one game here, which I think a lot of people were hoping for with Breath of the Wild, and I think we're going to be getting a lot more of that this time. But long story short, with my internet, basically in my router, it wasn't reading anymore on the Ethernet, and I had no idea why. Then yesterday, I was resetting the router, the modem. The other day, I was resetting the modem and router so many times, and then I discovered when I was going to test my Switch downstairs, on the router, there was an Ethernet cable that was coming out of the router, and then the other end was plugged back into the router. So it was just a loop. And then I realized this is just confusing my router this whole time. So I had to unplug that, stick it in the TV where it was supposed to go downstairs. Eventually everything worked again. Thankfully, I mean, I wasn't gone for a whole week or anything. But everything. But yeah, thank you again, Moon Knight Rhoda, for the subscription for 13 months. Thank you so much. Stuff on the side. Any windows open, man? How do I organize this stuff? But yeah, that's Ganondorf is looking menacing in this game. He's most certainly voiced by Matt Mercer. You know, the people are like, is that Matt Mercer? That can't be him. It's probably Matt Mercer. Good old Chrom. Although it's more of a Ryoma from Fate's tone with voice. But yeah. He's Jotaro becoming Dio.
This got me really excited. I got my pre-order ready.
Thank you, Autumn Purple, so much. I hope that voice pronouncing all these chats isn't too distracting. But yeah, if I can finally manage to get a new Switch Pro, I might be able to. If I find this one available again. Oh snap! It's working. There's a little Power Star is working now. With Moon Knight Rhoda gifting 2 Tier 1 subscriptions to the DVD community. Thank you so much to Nathan, Super Gamer Guy Pro, and Shadow Tiger. Holy moly, what's happening? There's so many. All the effects are happening. They're finally working. Mario with the bits, sharing the bits all over. Thanks to Shellshock Prime for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. We are, oh my god, we're on a hype train. I'm not even playing anything. What are you guys doing? It's because of her, isn't it? Because of her. And my small one down right behind me. Thank you so much for this hype train. Goodness. Brandon couldn't believe it when we had like a bunch of subs after the April Fool's Paper Mario Sticker Star stream. That was pretty funny. Everyone's talking about we hype for Daniel's amazing hair. Thank you so much. It's kind of going crazy right now. I need some kind of haircut. It's Brandon. Hi Brandon. Oh my goodness. Look at all the stuff working, Brandon. I hope you don't mind. I've replaced you for the moment. You can follow Brandon at Merrily, but you might not find Zelda. I might be accidentally catfishing everyone with find at this at. Oh my goodness. Did I already say when I wrote it did another 2 for Sonic Sama and Roxalink? Thank you so much. Y'all are too kind. We're about to beat our last record if we keep up this support. Holy moly. Zelda will make people so hype and I love it. I'm here for it. But thank you for joining, Brandon. I miss you. We'll have to I definitely want to get your thoughts on Zelda or concise discussion. Probably for GBG Cast. I think he's going to be available Friday, and obviously we're going to be discussing more thoughts once we let all of these theories and thoughts simmer for a little while. Here, so oh my god, Joshua Prime with another 100 bits. Thank you so much. I love that gif. The Mario just spreading them all over. Ah, Leo Nieto with 200 bits for a hype train. We're at the next level now. I wasn't prepared for any of this. I just was gonna talk about Zelda. Woo! We have leveled up. I'm not even gonna get to the discussion because Shellshock Prime with another 100 bits. You all are too kind right now. I don't know how to react. I have no one to bounce off of. Zelda, what's your opinion on this? Oh my goodness. Thank you for all the love, everybody. We really do appreciate it so much. I was like, man, do I want to jump in on a stream right now? Because I don't really have the time or the energy to play something right now because we're about to, not about to, but in about 40 minutes or so, we're going to jump out of here so that you all can watch GBG react to the state of play for Final Fantasy 16. But we're not talking about Final Fantasy right now. We're talking about the Zelda. And let's see here. Let me try and catch up with chat a little bit. Yeah, so when we saw that big flowing mane for when we thought we saw Ganondorf, that looked a lot more like Demise. We saw like that flowing hair that was like very lava like. The texture on the arms was more muscly and seemed a lot more like Demise. But that might just be him appearing to revive the Ganondorf. Although maybe that's when Ganondorf becomes rehydrated. Maybe Demise injects the hydration of Malice into him. Who knows? There's so many theories to have from this. Where did Zelda go? Is she in a different time period? Maybe back when there was actually Zonai characters that were, you know, visibly roaming the earth. Oh my god! Shock Prime has gifted a sub to 112. 112? Where you been? I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. We're at a level, I think we're approaching level 3 high train, 20%. Ooh, goodness. But yeah, he mentioned Demise himself returning. There's a lot of elements that they can dip back into. One of the big things we were talking about in chat was that appearance of a character that looks a lot like, I mean, I have her picture right here, like a lot like this Zelda. It was darker in skin tone, longer ears, and she was holding her hand out, I think, with light showing. And she has the same like earrings, the same headpiece, the features, the little bite marks on the eyes. She had a lot more of them, but Zelda has a couple of them to reference them. And it's like, is this a descendant from the past? Is this a character that this person, this I'm assuming Zonai that finds her dresses her up in that garb? Is it a reincarnation? Is it Hylia? But I was thinking, I don't think Hylia would be just flashed if for 1 second on a trailer like that. I think they would say that actual reveal in the game itself, but I mean, who knows? There's been different incarnations of Zelda with a darker skin tone before, like Tetra, of course. And we don't have any official design for Hylia at this point. It's always just been, I think we all just assumed she looked a lot like Zelda herself. But yeah. Oscar with 100 saying, today is Final Fantasy 16 Direct at 5 p.m. and next Wednesday is the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak Direct digital event. I'm sure Brandon's going to be all over that one. I feel like every few months Brandon gets a Monster Hunter Direct. Just, it must be really easy being a Monster Hunter fan. Just getting these Directs. Monster Hunter fans get to eat. We never don't eat. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you know, let me, because I feel like I'm gonna be here a while anyways. Maybe let me just adjust this and let's just pull up the trailer. We'll play it in like a slower speed because I'm sure everyone's already watched it a couple of times by now, probably. Let me guess. Real. Level 2 hype train complete. Thank you everybody for the support. Wait, level 3. Wait, level 3, 29%. But it's at level 2. Anyways, yeah. Thank you so much, y'all. We're very grateful to have y'all here with us. But yeah, let's move this to the side. Yo, Shock with the bloopies in chat. It is appropriate to have bloopies today. I don't think I saw a single blue rupee in the trailer yet, but when I do find one, I'm going to be thinking of all you guys. Talking about the renders. Oh, have you seen the renders? There's also now renders for Riju, Sidon and Tulin, the child of Teba. Yeah, bloopies are all we discovered, or we remembered after we named bloopies during our run that hey, they're also those little bunnies that drop rubies when you hit them in Breath of the Wild. Sorry, chill Zelda beats. I'm gonna have to put on pause. Where's that video? We'll do kind of do what we did earlier during our reaction discussion. 0.25 speed. Thanks, Brandon. Have a good.
Hashtag
Well,
Bloopy Brigade.
I was gonna say have a good time, but you're at work talking about coffee. But I hope they don't work you too hard. We'll do something real soon. Oh yeah, and since Brandon reminds me being here, if anyone seen the YouTube crawl, they did Brandon has did a documentary on the Metroid series, a really well done documentary, about like an hour and 40 minutes long. So a lot of people in the community talking about the Metroid series. Myself, Brandon, and John were asked to contribute our thoughts series as well. So if you want to see, it's How Metroid Saved the Galaxy is the name of the video, and that just came out. Actually, remind me to link that later on because I'm juggling a lot of things in my brain right now. But I think I can go ahead and switch this over real quick. There we go. Hello, I'm small now. All up there. So let me we'll just play this. I'm gonna go off because it's at 0.5 speed now. There's definitely things to point out as we go. There's gonna be like a mini live analysis. It's tiny Daniel. This. There's so many look at that Nintendo water down there. You can see it just shining. This game's got some good Nintendo water. Yeah, GBG's reaction is a little chaotic because there's 5 of us there. I'm always the softest speaker, which I can't really complain about. Look at this little creature, little constructs. They're just doing their job. I'm gonna feel bad interrupting them. Let me get Link. That big old is that I guess it's the maze that square. The only real like entirely angular construct in Breath of the Wild was the maze itself, I think. Maybe there are a few other things. No frequent, please. Don't kill them. They're just trying to earn their pay. It'd be nice if some of them can like be your friends. I'm wondering if you can have some allies on your team because I don't even know if you're gonna get the Wolf Link amiibo to function in this. There's no real way to know. You got those towers shining down here. There's a bunch of islands. Whatever this is over here. This circular structure is interesting because there's like a hole in there. We got Hateno Village, which looks like it's prospering pretty well. I remember these trees. You would go to each of them. I think that's a shrine to reach as well. Look at this mushroom structure here. There's a lot of mushrooms here, actually. Why is there so many mushrooms? I didn't notice that earlier. There's a mushroom motif going on all over here. That's interesting. And then, oh, I love this. Like, the model of this place hasn't really changed at all. It's still just broken and destroyed. But there's hints of civilization. I wonder if it's going to be like a Terrytown situation where you can donate materials or maybe products that you can fuse together. As Spicy says, maybe this is just fixer upper right here. This is a fixer, and this is the first stage of it when people start to move back. And slowly but surely, maybe it could be a thriving castle town again by the end of the game. That'd be really cool to see just walking around because there's no one even here at these stalls yet. Still wonder what this light, circular light is. This is what we saw earlier from the other angle. I'm assuming whatever this is new. That was not there before. This is is that the Typhlo ruins, is it? That's probably one of the, oh gosh, wait, hold on. Yeah, this right here. What is going on in here? What's inside of there? It reminds me of Skyward Sword when you would fly into that clouded area. Or at least we wouldn't be able to until later on. Oh yeah, maybe the new shrines or the green swirls. That's right. I remember we were talking about that before too. Dragons are probably inside of there, yeah. And then here in Gerudo Valley, the Gerudo Desert rather, is this a temple rising from underneath? Like I wonder if you have to trigger something underneath that causes this to happen, to rise upward, like if you're underground. Wonder. And opposite of that is things falling down to the earth. This looks like very dangerous. And you see all the Hylians down here are just, or maybe they're from Kakariko. Yeah, they're people from Kakariko village. Oh, just a moment. I don't know where. Yeah, this must be early on, or early cutscene when this is right. Where is this falling from? There's like you don't see any of the islands higher than this at this point. They must be way high up there. Temple rising from the desert, Paper Mario style. The Arbiter's grounds returns. Wouldn't that be something? Temple still alive? Is Pyrrha still baby? I think. Well, I guess Pyrrha would still, unless they solved it. I don't know. That's a good question because Pyrrha and Robbie are vastly different ages than what we see in Age of Calamity. Like I love them in Age of Calamity, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get them back there to those ages in this one. And then here is the one that we're all talking about and wondering right now. This flowing mane. This is, yeah. If you look right here, right there, that looks like just the called. Oh no, I forgot the name of it. That stupid thing you fight 3 times. or more in Skyward Sword. It's that texture of the imprisoned. God, I could not remember the imprisoned. It has the same scales on this side, but then on this side there's like just the hand. Yeah, it's me with red hair instead. But yeah, if I play this real quick, you'll see this is just that arm. Well, let me play one more time. Yeah, or maybe it's just a cape. Maybe I'm going crazy and it's just clothing that's just flowing in the air. It looks just like it. It looks like it could be either. But we just barely don't get to see who that really is. But if you see the arm texture, it's very muscly. It just looks like Demise. But then what role does he play here? In front of the Blood Moon, which is like incredibly massive. Like, is the moon gonna fall again in this game? The Blood Moon rises once again. Yeah, that's his hair, probably. And then we go to this scene that we finally see the conclusion somewhat, which he misses, and then Zelda falls, but then she's glowing. She's glowing here. What do these sparkles mean? Before yeah, we didn't see that far into that trailer beforehand. We would see her fall and then we get cut off like right there. But then you see yeah, something happens here that we don't know. Oh, Larrabee was saying that it could be a paradox where Demise uses Ganon's body to reincarnate. Hmm. See, that's the thing. There's so many different possibilities with these that we're not entirely sure yet. But yeah, she's just falling, and it could be related to the Triforce, or we could be doing some time travel shenanigans as Pop-O-Matic's saying, and then Here we are. There's all another one of these on the wall. I don't think we've seen this one on the wall. We haven't seen this shot at all before. What is happening here? It looks like a what would become what's going to be a shrine right here. These spires, all these pits. Link's very small here, by the way. He's tiny. Yeah. I wonder if these have. I can't really relate to anything right now. If these have anything to do with the other Zelda bosses that we find later on. It seems like we're fighting Zelda bosses from a series. This probably doesn't have anything to do with that. I'm just trying to figure out what these symbols can mean. It looks like a creature. There's the head. There's the like ear or horn, and here's the body. That's a foot, front. Man, I love how I do love how this looks. Visually striking. Yeah, this green thing glowing on the right. I'm thinking maybe that's gonna be like that. It's before you activate the circle that comes out, the green circle, because it's the same color green, which might be this game's version of shrines. Maybe shrines are just all underground this time. I guess technically they always were underground. What is this place? Look at this. This is definitely underground. But what is this structure? And also happy that there are more costumes back again. We only had the few so far, but we never really saw Link in any other outfits until now. Yeah, definitely, as Frequent says, very mind-like. And then this, what? This is when I started to like lose my mind. Like, what is happening? There's sky ships just in the region where we deal with Dragon Roost, I believe. Whatever in the world is happening here, this is reminding me of the boss Morpha. And then this is like, what was this like this is some kind of spy action sequence going on here where he's falling and then he's in a new outfit. We never saw this outfit before. Um, but yeah, see here. Yeah, the it could be related to the sand ship. We did see that sand ship in Skyward Sword, but just non-functional, except for when you went back in time and you saw it in that actual capacity of it working. But here I'm just like, where is this? This looks hazardous. There's so many lasers happening here. And I like the outfit that he has on. I wonder if that outfit assists with air traversal while he has his arms out, perhaps. Whatever in the world. Is he rolling a gotcha? Is he rolling a guy? He. My brain said he's pushing this, and then one of those is gonna come out. The capsule is gonna come out right here, and whatever this is here. This is absolutely not what it is, but it looks like he's turning the crane to make one pop out. But it's Zonai. You see these little, I don't know what to call these bulbs. That's definitely Zonai. And I guess this is inside that big orb that we see in the sky a little later in the trailer too. Here, what is this? Looks like the maze. This looks like one of the mazes, but just on its side. I don't know why I think it's on the side, because maybe because the walls are just so dang close. And then he's twirling. He's twirling that weapon. There's a lot of Hylians here fighting as Link goes and assists them, which shows that you're going to be having a greater emphasis on defending people. I think John mentioned during the discussion after we talked about it for a while that you know, you would see villagers in danger sometimes. You would hear them calling out for help, but you could just kind of ignore them and there's no real consequence for it. But it needs to be a much greater emphasis here because this is like a whole battle happening. This area is constructed as if they're defending it because there's man-made pillars of wood or yeah, man-made wood here to try and reconstruct the gates here. Yeah, giving that those Hyrule Warriors vibes. Time. Sorry to pause so constantly, even at slow speed. I'm just trying to have it all. And then here it's like, if I could bring up the other trailer, this is um him going up that elevator. And then, well, we'll get to this just a moment. He's going up the elevator, and then it's the other trailer that we saw beforehand, where when he gets to the top, all those guardian hands are like shaking him down almost. I think this is right before. Yeah, because it's the little this thingy, the little wire that kind of spins upward. So yeah, this is that wire that led up to the wherever in the tower. I guess that's the top of the tower. Then he's going up the tower right now. That's a connection we made there. And then this has to be an actual Zonai, like a living Zonai. We never saw any traces of the Zonai really at all. We weren't sure what their designs were, but I have to wonder because yeah, it's a unique design that we've never seen before. I'm like, are this is this part of your ears, horns, hair? I'm not sure. I'm intrigued. Irish Jackamon saying this gives me Hyrule Warriors vibes. I think you were mentioning for the previous scene. Yeah, especially when you're fighting alongside other people that are actually there and present in the world, for sure. But Scotty from this SMT series. Oh, I love this shot, by the way. Just, oh, it's Epona. I hope. I remember that. There was somewhere that had. Is that the mountain where you find the Lord of the Mountain? Yeah, right back behind Epona there? I think so. It was like a singular tree there, the singular like Sakura tree. Then, is this a boss? I think Derek mentioned. Was this a boss coming emerging from the wall? Oh boy, it kind of reminds me when Godon from Wind Waker comes out of the wall and is gonna fight you. A Link. Look how clean it is. It's so clean in here. It's sparkling. Look at that. What brings us back here? I wonder. And it's also very empty. It's like I see all these shots and I'm just like, what point in the game is this taking place in? I have no idea. Retro Jacob 2007 is now following. Welcome and thank you. How you doing? We were just discussing the trailer today. Probably not even for that much longer. But then we have Zelda here, and you see look it's the design of the Switch Pro, the Switch OLED rather. That's where I feel like I haven't even seen these markings at all until now. Bulbs, orbs. At this point, there's someone talking about how Link is our last line of defense. And we see this shot. Maybe this is like one of the first scenes of the game entirely because you see his hand is not damaged here. He actually has his regular hand, right hand at this point. So this is probably towards the very beginning when sword out. I see with 100 asking, do you think Link will talk, if only for one line, like how Samus spoke in Dread? Hmm. I don't think we'll hear talk. There hasn't really been any context for him talking before. There's been games like Metroid Fusion where she's speaking as in a monologue in those logs, like when you're traveling from elevator to elevator. And there's a bit more of a precedence for Samus to speak in the past, but Link's always just been quiet boy. I think he's gonna stay silent for this game. Yeah, but yeah. This curious to see where this goes, and I love Zelda's look, by the way. It's it kind of helps with the new hairdo to help give her a completely different design, but still familiar enough that yeah, this is Zelda. There's Link. This was on the thumbnail on that flying mechanism. Because this thing here, it's not something that, I mean, it looks way too clean to be something that Link fused together with his goo, with that goo, with the fusion to put together. This is like an original creation, so I wonder if you can, where and when you can have access to this, if it's a lot more easy to traverse through the sky like this. Because it looks like it's not much different from the glider. It's just that you're not using stamina. Pop out whenever. Or wishing we low-key got a cyborg Loftwing. It'd be cool if we got some kind of Loftwing, since there's so much emphasis on sky traversal, especially when there are some of those uh like those tornadoes that you can't. I was mentioning earlier, like there's that those stormy clouds that you can't enter unless you have a loft at a certain points when you're able to actually access it. Who knows? Like it could be something that you can't access until you have access to one of these machines. Hyrule Kingdom, here we come. Yeah, that'll be Link's only line in the whole game, as Pop-O-Matic says. But yeah, thank you, the Squire, for joining. Have a good one. For your insight as well. Oh gosh, hold on. Let me grab that again because this is she shielded sword, my beloved. The being able to put that's one of our questions answered. Can you fuse a sword to a shield? Yes, you can, and it looks glorious. Thank you too, Spicy. Yeah, don't worry if you can't catch the state of play reaction. I know it gets late for you guys overseas. I'm gonna be too tired to do it, honestly. Start up in about 15. And Ghostfire is now following. Thank you so much. Goodness gracious, we have so many follows and subscribes today. Even though I'm just chatting about Zelda. Everyone's just so excited about Zelda right now. I'm so excited. I want to play this game. Like this is the game that makes me want to just jump in and play this finally. Like really get to playing it. Because just seeing more about the story, seeing more of the lore being expanded potentially. Just the implication of how much humanity is going to actually be alongside Lincoln helping instead of just condensed in their own little villages and towns. I mean, it still might be the same way, but there's a greater emphasis on that at least. And Joshua, oh my gosh, I just flew way too fast. Thank you, Joshua, for following us as well. Thank you. Welcome. Frequent saying he's training in Aegislash. Kind of the same colors too. So it looks like he parried, but it also did it break? What did it break? Or no, that's just the effect for a parry. But yeah, maybe you get a greater parrying effect at this point. So yeah, I think we were inside here earlier. That pseudo gotcha looking fence. Because I can't imagine where else you would be that has this big circular structure in the Death Star. I thought that too when we were watching. Ah, yes, Emil from Near. He's gonna sell us some fun things. Da 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 da. Luigi, your unit's playing a Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer. Got the long shot by fishing. You will find the weirdest things possible in the randomest of places. I trust me. Me and Brandon know this for real. But yeah, I remember this area back up here in this corner. You would walk the that orb all the way around, and there was a shrine there. So you kind of have an idea where all these structures are. Such a distinct. I want to, yeah, inside has to be that. This that ain't a Goron, is it? No, can't. Is it? I don't know. No, it's not. That's not the texture. But maybe. Just because it's in a lava place. Wait, there's Gorons over there. Well, it looks like their heads. It looks like their heads. The quality isn't the greatest. But he's fighting some new enemy here that we never saw before. Sure. but this is definitely in the Death Mountain area, I believe. Yeah, in Death Mountain because of how Malice has been flooding out of Death Mountain. That must be why you're seeing all these different pictures here. It must be Death Mountain or a dungeon nearby it probably. Stacy saying, "Bye everyone. Will you be streaming Tuesday?" Yeah, I hopefully I think if I can on Saturday, I do want to stream the winner of our poll, which was Andrew Kazooie by a small margin. But I think Tuesday we will be okay again. I'm gonna say Brandon will be back for that, but hopefully. But yeah, that aside, this is definitely somewhere in that area. And look, we got Link just shooting straight up with Tolan. I think the name is Tolan. It's Teba's kid. Hello? Oh jeez. My camera. No. What has happened? Give me 1 second, my buddies. That was unfortunate for my camera. I don't even know what happened. Let me try and reset that real quick. If I don't show up, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm just... Ooh, what was that? Oh, there you are. Stacey also saying, hopefully see you Saturday then. I'll hopefully see you there too. Thank you. Have a good one. But yeah, Link doing his Sonic Sama saying, best Bullet Bill impression as they soar upward. I'm just like, why not Taba then? Is there gonna be a part of this where he becomes fried chicken? Is Taba gonna die somewhere in this, and instead it's his son that inherits the legacy of the champion? Who I wonder. Because I think somebody mentioned that Taba does show up in the trailer or somewhere before, but we don't know where he is and why. It's Toolin right now. I don't mind it. I love having the idea of a little Rito kid helping us. I love this. There must be some kind of side quest where you're transporting, you need to transport Hylians, and there must be enemies to fight along the way, and you gotta protect them with your makeshift wagon. Oh, Pop-O-Matic, I think that was John saying the ascend ability being super useful in dungeons. Yeah, I think that'll be... There's a lot of applications to that because you can use it to climb up somewhere higher, but also to solve puzzles that would be within a dungeon that has no way of, normally ascending as you would outside. Yeah, lovely shot here with the lighting. He, this is some trolling. He just pauses the rock from the Octo Rock and then just lets it shoot right back again and explode. What in the world was this? It's just a rocket. Look at, he's posing like he's Superman launching to the skies. What context was there that you can just make a rocket? It's just like a funny Zonai toy rocket. It's hilarious. I love it. The rocket from from Majora's Mask is a reality. Finally, they finally achieved their dream. Not bomb powered probably, but they achieved rocket. And here you're like moon jumping from block to block. Very Gravity Rush-ish movements and style here. This is like, oh, and now we're in Resident Evil 4. We're on these carts fighting enemies as we're moving through dangerous territory. That must have been inside a but yeah, the same area with that we saw earlier with the buildings and constructions. Then we got this is freaking amazing. So there's the stone talus with the constructed towers on it. And then there's with the little wavy arm, it's got like It looks like electric charged lance on the tip. I'm assuming it's like I'm gonna get you. But it's just like a mech fight on a smaller scale, of course. But you can just build these. Look at all waving its arm, all silly. Can't believe this is amazing. The things that we're gonna be able to create. I don't even know. Oh my gosh! And then here more weapon fusion. He has the flowing hair. His hair's open, but he has like what looks like those horns on his headpiece. Definitely a new outfit. But the red quartz or the ruby rather at the end of this causing a very strong fire charge as he charges that arrow. Whatever the heck this is. So he constructed this, or someone did, because there's that goo all over it, and when it started, it just attacked and just decimated everything in the area. Gosh, the combinations of stuff is just insane. There's just so many things happening in this trailer now. There's a new outfit that Link's wearing here too, with these blue lines coming out, and also the ones on Tula as well. But this creature, oh man, oh god, there's all the weak points right there. There's all the eyes. What is this? It's like the Ice Titan from Hercules just went all bug. And that explode, whatever that was, just out of nowhere. I feel like we saw an explosion like that in the last trailer too. But I don't see anything in this really. It looked like the end of a boss fight, you know, that it just explodes. And then we got Zelda again. Looking just sad in every shot, unfortunately. I hope look at, and here we have potentially one of the tiers of the kingdom. Brandon makes his appearance, yes indeed. Oscar is saying the combinations of fusion abilities of Link that we can make various things by collecting things throughout the adventure. It's so oh hey guys. Hello official GBG. It's state of play time. I'm not gonna be joining the state of play, but I will definitely leave you guys off real soon. Um but yeah. I'll just get through the rest of this real quick. We have the Magatama, which is more like a Tears of the Kingdom, I'm assuming, because there are multiple characters have it. Some of the previous like Sidon and Riju have it. I'm assuming Link will have one as well. Here's the Malice taking over. Sorry, y'all. I will stop this in just a moment, and then we have the man himself, the man of the hour. Who also, if you look behind this this glowing part here, Ganondorf has the Magatama as well, or a one of those tiers. It was hard to see there. You see a little bit better here. I posted that on Twitter as well. But the raw, awesome design. There's like a lizard made of said goopy Malice that he's fighting here too. There's Tulin. This character, we have a lot of thoughts about this character, about what she could be, what she can be, who she might be, especially with that that right here. Necklace is also the same tier that Zelda was holding earlier. A lot of similarities between her and Zelda. But Riju, some of the civilization that you're going to be fighting alongside. Sidon, oh my goodness, our boy Sidon, you can attack. This is some Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity once again. It's the there's Gleeok. It's the Tales fan in me that sees the tear on Sidon's wrist, or the back of Sidon's hand, and thinks it's like an X-Sphere. Then of course the last shots. And this whole mural back here is new too. It actually has Ganondorf. Really, really cool. This mural has been slowly expanding out more and more. Like here's the Malice coming out on the ground. People consumed by it, all the enemies fighting all the people with swords on the side. Oh my god, there's so much to pull apart. We're gonna be doing this for a while, but yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have much more time now because we have a state of play to get to. I'm gonna go pass out somewhere because I've been exhausted for the last while, dealing with things at home and also with getting things in order over here. But yeah, I'm not gonna send you all anywhere because I wish I could just send you over to YouTube. Go ahead and check out GVG right now. We're gonna do the state of play for Final Fantasy 16 in just a little while. But thank you for joining me. I will be back on whoa, into the void there. We'll be back here on Saturday playing some Banjo Kazooie. Hopefully, if plans change, I'll let you know soon in advance. But thanks to everyone who donated bits, got us on that hype train for subscriptions, and yeah, it's been a good time. Let's do this again soon. All right, everyone. I'll see you on the YouTubes. Till we meet again. Bye.